You see, I've sat through, audited, rebuilt, and scaled hundreds of webinars across dozens of niches, seven-figure launches, quiet six-figure funnels, and a lot of almost worked webinars as well. And there's one pattern I see over and over again. People don't leave at the beginning. They don't leave when you're introducing yourself. They don't even leave during the education part. They leave right before the webinar actually gets good. If this is happening to you today, I'm going to explain exactly why this is happening, and more importantly, how to fix it without adding hype, pressure, or gimmicks. Let me talk about the pain, or paint the picture of a pain. Here's what this usually looks like. Your attention is solid for the first 20, 30 minutes at least. Chat is active, people are nodding along internally. Then, somewhere between minutes 35 and 55, the graph falls off a cliff. And what makes this painful is that you know what's coming next, your strongest insight, your clearest framework, the moment where everything finally clicks, but they never see it because they leave. Let's just reframe this. It's not what you think, actually. Most presenters assume that this means the content wasn't strong enough, the pacing was off, or the audience had low attention span. That's almost never the real issue. The real problem is, and hear me out on this one, loss of orientation. Because at that point in the webinar, the audience isn't asking the question of, is this interesting? No, they're asking, where is this going? When that answer isn't clear, the brain defaults to safety. Leaving feels safer than staying in uncertainty. This is especially true for experienced business owners, the exact people you want on your webinar. They don't tolerate ambiguity well. Now, why this happens? Good question, right? Most webinars stack insight on insight without periodically re-anchoring the journey. From the audience's perspective, they don't know how many steps are left, or they have no idea what the payoff looks like. They don't even know when the decision moment is coming. So even if the content is excellent, the mental fatigue builds. So what's the solution? This is what actually fixes this. The fix is not better slides. It's not more stories. It's not teasing the offer earlier, actually. It's directional clarity. You must periodically tell the audience where they are, where they're going, and why staying matters. Here's how you're going to use this and apply it in practice. Before your strongest segment, say something like, everything we've covered so far was to set this up. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you the one shift that turns all of this from theory into something you can actually implement. This does one thing extremely well. It tells the brain, stay, there's an endpoint. If people are leaving your webinar right before it gets good, it's not because the content is weak. It's because the journey isn't visible. And once you fix that, retention stops being a mystery.